It's May 4th, 2022. I was watching See the BS this morning. They have this morning on there, May the 4th be with you. And for me, I'm thinking of manifest destiny. There's a man. There's some festering issue in this collapsing solar system. And there's Destine, and then a New York at the end, and NY for destiny. And Big Apple, whatever, circus, I suppose. Or circuit. So I'm looking for the Nuovo pieces since I had a failure to launch at some point, even though I've got, like, Goddess Freya, and there's a whole lot of other goddess of the Norse that is how I was born. But with proper 7, which, like in Norse it's Sven, but didn't work for some reason in the America project. So I'm looking, and they have this Captain Marvel, or Marvel. It's the Marvel DC Comics is what I usually say, although I don't want to upset the BC people. Stuck in some AD, I don't know, for timing. It's still C dot, it's circa. It will always, in real kingdom, be a C dot something or other for catalog, whatever. So I'm looking up at the television screen, and I'm looking for pieces of, alright, so they lost me in the collapsing star system, but we are still on a moving project of space and time dimension, and it's of uber importance always. Not a day that goes by it's not important. And I'm looking for signs that they're recognizing my children, even after all the horrible things the humans have done to me, as a god or a goddess with demigod children now. So I look, and I see this kind gesture in manifestations, because it's still a man, M-A-N, in I Fester, I-F-E-S-T, because I'm not at the feast yet, so it's a fest. And it's station, for what has manifest destiny and what has manifested in manifestation. I'm in Bayside Station at the moment without my crew, without the 4 demigods that I gave birth to. And I'm seeing how the world is warping and shaping and welcoming them into this hellhole that they designed prior to my arrival, that they forced issues to make it paint and function in this manner, this dystopia. And signs of kindness from the humans to my goddess Nyx, being NYX at times, is this morning they have Fan of the Year, and there's a man who caught a ball, and there's a little boy, and it's Judge, and here's 99. It's the year of the first birth. And then it goes to visual reference of Steve Rogers in Captain Marvel. Because in cosmic space at Universal Studios, they know a whole lot more than whatever I walk around with at any given point. So this child, so now I didn't know that they designated at some draft pick Judge and the year 99, which is just a tribute to Benjamin, whether he knows it or not. Not something I really have conversations with him about. Again, I'm doing Captain Marvel work while he's doing Captain America work. And then, of course, there's going to be some Ukrainian somewhere who loves the name Daniele, which I get. And that is, God is the one who judge. Right, got it. Well, Benjamin's the one that's got the year that matches the judge that they humans manifested in this part of the galaxy. Again, Captain Marvel referenced the planet being C53 for whatever that is. I would have thought C78, but perhaps that would have upset too many people that I need to actually correct my one position. So they just used a reference to Alexander and I, since he and I have a whole different paradigm. Ben and I have a paradigm. I have my own paradigm. Alexander and I have my own paradigm. And now I'm working on Anthony's paradigm. I skipped Daniel completely because Daniel's covered by Alexander and Benjamin and whatever relation I have with them. So this is what this looks like this morning. The publication or publication, since this has some relation within a collapsing star system as well.
Come with gratitude, cried, and he hugged. But you see how the fan was excited.
I wanted to get that clear picture of the judge.
After he mentioned his daughter was diagnosed with cancer 2 years ago.
Oh.
My wife said that shit.
Never know.
Mr. Torres.
Yes.
I love that she set up a GoFundMe page.
Right.
Not only a Yankee fan wearing a Judge t-shirt.
I mean, if you can't, I've got tears in my eyes. I got the Yankees.
I loved it because that little boy's reaction.
I know. So that's Aaron Judge, who hit a home run in the team's 9-1 win over the Blue Jays. A hometown fan picked up the ball, but
It's a universal gesture as far as I'm concerned at the moment. Now, if I go to the Verizon button on this remote that they gave, it pulls up the My Stuff network. It says My Stuff up here. It says Captain America. And it says the Winter Soldier. I do believe Mayor Adams, Eric Adams, if I'm going to do an urban reference with him, like him with his swagger, like he's just walking on the scene, right? Yeah, doing his best Fury, Fury. He really reminds me, not so much of Fury, although he has an umbrella, whatever. He really reminds me more of like DMX in the Rough Riders anthem, like, oh, that's how Rough Riders roll. Like, stop, drop, open up shop, oh, whoa, yeah, there is, like, they've been throwing me a lot of urban, what have they been up to? Oh yeah, no, I've been catching on. What they've been pitching. It's like a super infection at the moment. It's got a bunch of neurotoxins going on. It's like, it's a real head trip. Yeah, I bet it is. Without any outside substance, might I add. So, anyhow, So that's who Eric Adams reminds me of. Like when I need to know like the people's choice in like this area or what's led into this in like certain sections of the war theater, different battleground, I put on DMX Rough Riders anthem. And then I just think of Eric Adams and I'm like, that's how he shows up to work every day. Like he just brings all of that urban culture, urban pop culture. Um, so that's how whatever on that. But going back to my battleground and my part of the war theater, so there he also is working off of some kind of winter term. Just so we're clear. But Ben's referenced in Winter Project for Winter Soldier. Then you got the Captain Marvel, which is my clearly like trying to go, okay, wait, I'm trying to orient myself in time and space with they dropped a lot on me within this life frame, but never sent real operatives to actually interact with. It's just some form of super intelligence project that now I have to like duck, loom, and weave as like some goose that's a cat in like Mother Goose, Mother Nature, Father Time, something along those lines. And then there's the part where, like, the other really important people in the world, they're the Avengers, right? Yeah, I was born on an avenue. For the French that think the street is a rue, or a ruse, it is definitely an avenue. And there was a miracle on 34th, I bet there was. Well, I was dropped off on 43rd. So, just saying, it's the reverse of perfect at the moment. But we're getting there. So and it even says on this, it says Marvel Studios for a portion of the universe and portion of studios as to where the heck is this going on. Now, the years, of course, are important. I don't know why they let my piece out in 2019. It's now 2022. I'm just viewing this. The first Avenger, Benjamin's 2011. Didn't see it then. I still haven't seen it. It still costs money and I don't have an account. And then the Winter Soldier, it has a date of 2014. Again, at Manifesto and Manifest Destiny, I don't know who's working on what. But this is, I know in certain areas, they like to follow these characters as they grow up as solid anchor points within humanity, which might be worlds totally different than their own, but that's how you balance out part of the universe. So, here's the trailer on the original Captain America, the First Avenger, which I have not seen yet.
Rogers, Steven.
Just give me a chance.
Sorry, son.
I'm saving your life.
I'm not sure if that was one of my superheroes' territory with a zip and a code that I have. I'm pretty sure that's where ROTC came in. I saw my son once. I don't even think that he showed me in his uniform because I would have wanted a picture. I think he just was excited and showed me something, which I was so ecstatic for him. But he wouldn't let me into his world, and I don't know why. He's kept me at a distance, which I can only assume it has something to do with the rapist and the murderer, or the attempted murderer, and his false sense of security in that one person that I have no security with at the moment.
General Patton has said that wars are fought with weapons, but they are won by men.
You just don't know when to give up, do you?
I could do this all day.
Our goal is to create the greatest army in history.
I should be going with you. Look, I know you don't think I can do this.
This isn't a back alley, Steve. It's war.
But every army begins with one man.
5 tries in 5 different cities.
That looks like... I don't think it really looks like Benjamin in 7th, 8th grade, entering 9th grade. Looks more like my dad in the, like, Eastern European look. But between... Benjamin still has it, just not the same level that Lewis has or had. But there was such a growth, just like the movie references, between his 9th grade entrance and even 10th, 11th grade.
Offer you a chance.
He will be the first in a new breed of super soldiers.
Why me?
Because a weak man knows the value of strength, knows the value of power.
That wasn't so bad.
That was penicillin.
We are going to win this war because we have the best men.
Now, Mr. Stark.
And they will personally escort Adolf Hitler to the gates of hell.
How's it feel?
It's all right.
Your task won't be simple.
Who the hell are you? The first of many.
Your enemy is not what you expect.
I don't know if I can do this.
This is why you were chosen.
What do you think?
I think it works.
Opt into cyber safety. Go to
So that's how they've chosen to manifesto a piece. This is the second piece. This is the piece of the Winter Soldier. And this is a welcome to the world.
You know, if you ask Kristen out from statistics, she'd probably say yes.
That's why I don't ask.
Too shy?
Too busy. Was he wearing a parachute?
No. No, he wasn't.
I joined S.H.I.E.L.D. to protect people.
Captain, to build a better world sometimes means tearing the old one down. And that makes enemies.
You mean like Star Wars? Different franchise, different people. They're the part of the problem that led to this part of the collapse in the solar system, into the star system. They're part of what caused Star Wars.
Most of the intelligence community doesn't believe he exists. The ones that do call him the Winter Soldier.
He's fast. Strong. Got a metal arm. Are you ready? All it takes is one step. People are gonna die. Can't let that happen.
When do we start?
We just did. The price of freedom is high. And it's a price I'm willing to pay. He told me not to trust anyone. This is how it ends. Everything goes.
Looks like you're giving the orders now, Captain.
Damn right.
How do we know the good guys from the bad guys? If they're shooting at you, they're bad.
Insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Lower A1C and
So that's that part. And let's go to... This is the one on Captain Marvel, or Marvel, that I watched yesterday. Just so they're on the same whatever.
So, Skrulls are the bad guys.
Oh, I was sitting on my car doing a peaceful protest in the Buddha cross, like Indian style, on the hood of my Mini Cooper in Bayside during a festival, just sitting silently with someone that looked very, what I would call Creole as a compliment, and this whatever leftover from some other day and age tried to come up and incite me out of my peaceful lotus pose into her world of mental disease. They're the kind of people I think should be hunted down and executed. Just not the Creole gentleman, but the white lady that tried to get his attention and tried to make me look bad.
Free. A race of noble warriors.
Heroes. Noble warrior heroes. Your life began the day it nearly ended. We found you with no memory. We made you one of us. So you could live longer, stronger, superior. You were reborn.
I keep having these memories. Something in my past is the key to all of this.
You know how to fly this thing?
We'll see.
That's a yes or no question.
Yes.
Would you like to know what you really are?
I think I had a life here. What aren't you telling me?
You've come a long way. But you're not as strong as you think.
This war is just the beginning.
I'm not gonna fight your war. I'm gonna end it.
What's your name, huh?
Fury.
What's... I'll be back.
Alrighty, good luck.
Now,
Ellen,
just
you ready?
for my piece of history that Benjamin's not even aware of or turned on to because he's never asked, I've never told, and he seems to have this weird relationship with everything that went wrong in the beginning parts of my existence. With the spelling of Marvel being M-A-R, having a tie into the mare, as in nightmare, for the K-N-I-G-H-T-S crew. It's Ma. Ma, 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 Ma. My 4 kids always called me Ma, or Mom. And it's M-A, and then there's the R-V-C-A somewhere. Last known whereabouts with Niklaus. I was in an RVCA sweatshirt and it was fully intact and it was brand new. He bought it for me at a store. And then all of a sudden I wound up on this part, within this part of the solar system. And now, after years of that sweatshirt disappearing, it's back, but now it has holes in it. And I have no idea where that sweatshirt traveled while I was raising my kids. Because it should have been, I never really wore it. I wore it once to the beach where I took the boys by myself. And we had dinner on the beach. I wore it once there. And then it disappeared and came back with holes in it. But that's my RVCA, which I don't know how that ties into New York and into my unbeknownst problem. But I see that Marvel is spelled R-V-E-L, E-L being L, being God, and R-V. I don't know, are we going with Gamma 5 at the moment? Upper capitulate Gamma 5. Roman numeral 5. An upper capitulate Gamma. For Greek and Roman, whatever. It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole, Cattaruzza, it's Earth, solar system, Milky Way, universe, galaxy is broken, and it's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.